Consciousness Structured Field Theory, CSFT. What if consciousness came first, not as a byproduct of neurons, but as the very foundation of existence? Welcome to Consciousness Structured Field Theory, or CSFT, where reality begins not with particles, but with awareness. What is CSFT? CSFT is a groundbreaking theory that redefines our understanding of reality. It proposes that consciousness is not an emergent property of the brain. Instead, it is the fundamental field from which space, time, and matter originate. Everything we experience, thought, sensation, and even physical form, is structured excitations within this universal consciousness field. Core principles of CSFT. 1. Consciousness is primary. It exists before and beyond the physical brain. 2. Experience is structured excitation. Qualia are patterns in the consciousness field. 3. Mind and matter arise from the same unified field. They are not separate. 4. Consciousness has causal power. It can shape physical systems from within the field. Problems CSFT resolves. CSFT doesn't just make claims. It solves problems that have puzzled scientists and philosophers for centuries. The hard problem. Why do physical processes in the brain give rise to subjective experience? CSFT says they don't. The brain does not cause experience. It is a structured pattern in the consciousness field that the brain helps organize. The explanatory gap. The gap between brain activity and experience disappears when we place consciousness first. CSFT reframes thought and perception as reorganizations of a field that is already conscious. The combination problem. How do simple experiences form unified awareness? CSFT says they don't combine, they're already unified. Consciousness is one field, structured in complex ways, not a sum of parts. Brain correlation and causation. Brains do not create consciousness. They shape it, like antennas tuning into a signal. CSFT explains how conscious intention can influence matter without breaking physical laws. Intrinsic intentionality. Why do thoughts have meaning? Why do they point to things? CSFT shows that the field is structured toward coherence. Experience naturally resonates with meaning, not as computation, but as directed structure. CSFT versus panpsychism. CSFT avoids the vagueness of panpsychism. There are no little minds, just one universal field differentiated by structure. Unity is assumed, not constructed. Conscious causality. Unlike epiphenomenal models, CSFT gives consciousness real causal power, not after the fact, but as a co-creative force structuring the quantum substrate of reality. Why CSFT matters? CSFT unites philosophy and science into a new ontology of being. It opens doors to measure coherence, test resonance, and observe consciousness influencing reality. This theory lays the groundwork for future technologies and deeper metaphysical insight. A new paradigm. If consciousness is truly the origin, not the outcome, then the universe is not just seen, it is known, it is felt, and it is alive. Join us in shaping the future of thought, science, and spirit. This is consciousness structured field theory. If consciousness is the field from which reality emerges, then understanding it's not just a scientific task, it's the key to understanding ourselves. To explore CSFT in greater depth, read the book, Consciousness, beyond the Planck boundary.